So this is a story about a situation that happened with me and a landlord. So I've been searching for apartments for quite a long time, probably I believe 7 months, or probably more than that. I don't know what is the problem, but recently they have been asking for application fees, and I'm not sure why it's at, a higher amount, and I'm not sure that we are supposed to, do application fees, being that we are on a program called TRA, which is something like Section 8. So, the landlord left me a text, and I was happy about it. And he gave me a price for, the apartment, the application fee. And I went to go bag, and I did a lot of bagging, and I got a lot of, money off of bagging for this is specific, reason, I believe. But let's look at the first text, and this is the first one. So yeah, Natassi reassured that, everything is legit, everything is real, it's not fraud, and he showed his ID. I can't show it. And I believed him. So I think, you should see the remaining text when he tell me the price, and this is this. So that's the text. And again, he said the amount was $100. So I begged. And yeah, it's not easy to beg. Some people say no. And you got to keep hope. Always keep hope. I got the money, and thank God I did. And I remember when I went to Walmart, and I remember calling my bank, and they said they didn't want to do Zelle with me. I don't know why the Zelle account wasn't working, but she tried, and still it kept showing errors that I have to have certain, qualifications. I'm not sure. And it was kind of, unsuspected to see that. I wasn't expecting ever to use Zelle. Last time I used Zelle was with my ex-boyfriend to send him money for the rent. Yeah, which is on Facebook. All my base statements is on Facebook for Wells Fargo. Yeah, so the bank couldn't help me with selling the landlord the $100. So I told him that in a message, and he said to get an Apple Card, and I'm like, I'm thinking actually, because I don't tell people like all what's on my mind, because I'm like too nice to even share half of it that go against what they want to hear. So I'm thinking, oh, you're not. Well, I'm nice in the mind. I'm like, wow, this man is nice. He's really gonna go around the Zelle account and just use an Apple Card instead. I bought the Apple Card, and this is it in my hand at Walmart. So that is the Apple Card that I bought from Walmart, and he told me to peel the back off of it, and I showed him the back. And I remember telling the woman at the cash register, due to back has a seal that you take off to show the numbers and the code. And she was like, what, why are you asking that? I think. And, I was like, because I'm trying to send, an Apple card to a landlord. And she was like, don't do it. It's fraud. And I still did it because I had hope that maybe he wouldn't be, because he showed his ID and stuff and he said it was legit. And I just said, I hope that someone will finally help me, because I'm in something that's so evil and not nice. And I thought someone would finally help me. And, I sent the card and with the code, and he said he didn't get it. And I said, what? So here go another text. So I wasn't expecting to not, get the apartment. I was expecting the man to go through everything persistently and caring, and it looks like, he didn't in the end of it. I didn't understand the whole situation. I don't understand how I'm getting bullied. Still, underneath it, if it's a higher authority that did it, it's sad. It's disappointing. I can't believe these people. I can't believe that they really still bother me after this and before this, knowing this probably, if they is those kind of people that I mentioned, back on social media, that knows certain things. It's just unbelievable, but it's true. I don't care why anyone have a problem with me. I'm nice, caring. When I see myself in an apartment, I'm there to live and get back on my feet. I'm not dirty. I'm very clean and not organized. I'm not at all, trifling and damaging with my apartments. I don't see myself as a type of person that is, a distraction in the apartment or loud. I do sing, but right now they think I'm loud because something is going on. Something is not right around me. Literally, a person is bothering me, either outside or online. It's not that it's illusional state. It's not illusion. It's the fact that it's actually y'all bothering me. But alone is, the answer. I'm very nice. I don't get the apartments. I don't get none of, the situations on which the landlord may have had a problem with me the whole time. I just may know that I'm nice and that they could do things like this. But yeah, here's another, text.